real shadowed Myers image from that side. I just have the final stage. I'm going to need to put the eyebrows in and work with some darker paint. I've already done a little bit around the eyes, but the darker paint is quite intense. If you make a mistake, it's hard to fix. So the next shot you see will be close to the finished product. The more I look at the mask up to this point, actually, the more I kind of like it how it is. And I like the sort of graven image that it now has, and I don't think it needs too many alterations. What I'm going to do is just take some black paint and do some very, very fine final touches. I'm going to make the ears a little better and maybe work with the eyes a little bit. But overall, I think it's come along great, pretty much how I envisioned it. So I'm just going to do some finishing touches here, and then we'll be finished. Okay, the mask is finished. And there it is. Just going to show you some of the final details I've put in. The ear definitely has more definition of light and dark. You can see how I cropped it here from the original Spock mask, but yet it remains rough, almost like Mike Tyson bit it off or something. I like that effect. You know, I like the weathered effect. I added some darkness inside the eyes. I may have overdone it just a little bit. I kind of liked it before when it had more of a marble graven look, but it looks better from a distance. It looks a little more creepy and evil. Yeah, it's really tough working with black on a white mask. It's very, very easy to go too much, but I think it came out pretty good. Same thing with the nose. Kind of made it a little darker inside the nostrils. Tried to bring out a little more definition into some of the eyebrows. I didn't want to tweak with the forehead too much though, because I think it looks pretty good as is. And this is pretty cool here. You can see this sort of weathering effect, almost like a scab. That was earlier after my first coat of paint. You might recall I had peeled some off specifically to get that effect under the cheeks. You can see it there on the other side. So that turned out to be quite effective. There's not much I can do about the mouth. I tried to make it look smaller. It's just a Michael Myers with a more serious expression instead of that sort of benign smile that he has in other of his masks. I think the definition looks okay here from the original Spock, and definitely good profile. And back here I did something really interesting. I left a little bit of definition here, so there's a little evidence that this was once Spock. That's sort of like a semi-Spock ear. And I thought that was a pretty cool ode to the original. The only real telltale sign. You can see the nose is totally transformed. And back here I also did a little more adjusting. Remember, I pulled off the hair originally, and I had left some on, so I sort of painted it to make it look sort of cracked, like the whole back of his head is cracked open. It definitely makes a very disturbing and eerie back. The hair came out just awesome, just how I wanted it. And yeah, so there it is. Now, this mask looks really good in low lighting too. I'll shut off the light and My name is Quinn Haber. This is my Michael Myers mask. Thanks for watching.